You know it, California Bats, the little Mexican, Leroy Dozal here. So I've done some softball strategy and things like that to help a lot of teams, especially up and coming teams or new teams that are trying to figure out why are we not winning as many games as possible. So this is gonna be a series on a lot of different strategies or things to improve your team game in tournaments that may help you win more games. Today I'm gonna be talking about base running. And base running is a big part of baseball or softball. When I was playing baseball in college, we used to run bases 30 minutes, proper fundamentals, learning how to run 100%, so on and so forth. And there's big parts of this game that you could lose runs or give outs for these little things that I'm going to talk about. First thing I do want to share is I've always preached the base hit double. So when you're in the batter's box, sometimes guys will get a hit and they act like they hit a 100-mile-an-hour fastball, and it's just kind of, and that's okay if that's their style, but what you got to do, base hit double, something that I've always taken pride in when I would play, is anytime I got a base hit, and I learned this back in, just when I started playing a lot more softball, because a lot of the guys I was playing with, they get a base hit, and it'd be a little trot. Yeah. And then I started playing the upper guys. They say when you come out of the box, you should be on a dead sprint and let them stop you. And it's the same thing we preach and coach in baseball. Hit the ball, you go hard, and make the other team stop you by playing quick catch. A lot of times erratic throws and errors occur from playing quick catch. So what you should be doing, and I'm not stretched, is as you hit the ball, you should be taking off and running at a good speed if your body enables it. I mean, I understand in seniors, not everyone's in that position. But after you hit the ball, coming out hard. And then you should start in a little angle, okay? Anytime you hit a ball through the infield, especially in a gap, where the left field or any outfielder has to run to the ball, go left or right or in the gap, especially ones that roll, you should be looking 2 bases out the get, big time. So looking at your route, and I'm just gonna kind of film it, is as you're running, see the base is kind of there, you should start curving a slight angle. Shortest distance between 2 points is what? A straight line. I'm not running to the bag. This way I continue full sprint. And ultimately, you want to hit the inside so you got a straight shot to the base where you can see the cone. Okay? Don't run straight to the base. Get an angle. A lot of those base hit doubles occur out of the box. You know, if you're coming out super hard, which I've seen guys are running, jogging, the outfielder bobs it or whatever, then they gotta go a little harder and they don't make that decision. Base hit doubles, making that decisions out of the box. You're looking for the ball to be kicked, misplayed, go by the outfielder. Another thing, in regards to sprinting or anything, you're more prone to pull a muscle or hurt yourself if you come out of the box 50% or 60% and then find yourself having to go to 100%. That's not gonna work. You're gonna hurt yourself. Get in the habit of hustling. 150 swings a week BP is why I like coming out to the gym. I'm out there getting the legs loose, building endurance, keeping my legs limber so I can play that game, play at that elite level, plus help your team. Secondly, how many times have you been on up to bat and the guy on base just kind of trots to second base when he thinks it's a hit, and then the shortstop or second baseman makes a great play, diving play, and they force him out to second? To me, that's not team ball. When the ball's down on the ground, you go hard, because whether you're looking to go to that base to beat that good play or to get to third base, it starts here. You can't be jogging and then go 100% and expect to be successful. Station to station. That's why a lot of these senior teams, they're starting to go with more athletes, more people that are in shape, because, you know, hustle wins games. You're trying to make the other team play your game. And some of the best things I've been on, our game was making them stop us, playing hard in anything we do. Heck, when I used to get walks, I used to hustle down the line. That's how amped I was. But these are some little things, and I'm gonna continue. So as you're going to second base, if you could see here, I'm on a straight line. And then I'm starting to do just a simple little curve here. Why do you do the curve? I'm gonna explain it to you. Some of you may know it, because not everyone that plays softball played baseball. See? And as that little curve, I'm coming through the inside. And then I'm going a straight line to third base. Because I'm working on the inside. How often have you seen somebody kind of run to the base and they go way out here? Okay. And this is what you want to avoid. Shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. Okay? And part of making those little turns here that are nice and tight without breaking stride, because you're winning the ball games with hustling game, is having a good fast stride. When you have to do chop steps and stuff, might not have been a coach, maybe you're just not thinking the importance of it, but big part of the game. Okay? So the next one I really want to share, same idea from second base. If you're on second base and you're looking to score, always 2 outs, you know, it should be a straight run and then a slight curve. Okay? You shouldn't be running. I can kind of show you here. You're running at a straight line and just follow the camera. About here, I would say would be good. And you're picking up your base coach. And as you can see, which I'll film my foot, here's the base. A nice stride right there. Okay. A lot of times proper base running, those base hit doubles, makes you a better team. Because what is one thing that hurts in softball? The double play. If you're hustling out of the box on base hits and etc., you're gonna make your hitter a little bit more confident, because what's going on? You're able to get to second base. Anytime you can get to second base, you eliminate the double play, which is phenomenal. Another thing at third base that I see sometimes, if the ball is deep, whether it's gonna be caught or not, just sit. Because sometimes some of these outfielders make a great catch, and these guys thinking that he's not gonna catch it, you're here, then how often have you seen it? You have to come back, and you wanna tag, and y'all know we're not gonna get home plate. So what are you doing? You're losing a run. Big part of what you should do, anytime a ball's in the outfield, even sometimes on base hits, you just sit here, and once you see it down, then take off. Obviously, if it's like a Texas leaguer, which is an in-between infield and outfielder, then you kind of just creep and just read it. And you want to get a distance where you know you can get back to the base in case they catch it, or you're just off enough so if it falls, you can beat it at home. It's baseball stuff, and it works in softball. There's a lot of the fundamentals of baseball that carry over to softball. And I think some of your elite teams or some players that played at a high level of baseball, that's a little edge they got. An IQ in baseball and an IQ in softball, what I say is between the ears, makes a big difference in winning ball games. Sometimes ball games are won here. Win to tag, first to third, base hit doubles eliminates double plays. It's having that IQ. The next one I want to share with you is the one I've seen happen many times in third base. Okay? Shortest distance between 2 points. So here is a straight line to third. Okay? And obviously more so in senior softball, what drives me mad sometimes, and I've seen it really hurt us, you know, and sometimes as a base coach, when you're making these calls, so what you want to think about doing, there are times people are running home, and as they're going home plate's there, it's like it's a virus, it's COVID or something. I gotta stay away, as far away from the base as possible. No, I've seen so many times guys get thrown out because they take that turn at third base and they're running out here. Okay? You running out here means that you have to take that many more steps to get home. Baseball, softball is a game of inches, and you always want to take inches. The lazy teams, they're going to give you inches. What do I mean? They're going to get lazy for those base hits, ground balls in the outfield. Run on them. Outfield may be lazy in the outfield, getting a ball off the fence. Run on them. They're giving you inches. When you're hustling and playing hard, you're taking inches from the lazy teams. And sometimes that could be a separation in a game. I've been in a game where we got thrown out twice at home plate. Why'd you send him? Well, I didn't know he was going to run as far out. Have you ever seen that? So watch it. If you're in Las Vegas this weekend, you should be coming on a turn and running as close as you can to home plate. And here's home. you should be running as close as you can to home plate because you're cutting your steps. And this, I want to give a visual because this happens. I mean, you've got to have the presence of mind. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to count steps just to give you another way to look at it. So here's the inside. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So here's the line. 25 steps to get right here. I don't know if you can see where home plate is, but here's home plate. 25 steps a guy has to take to score where I'm at to you in regards to the camera. Now we're gonna do the step counter on a different way. Okay, we'll be out in Vegas this weekend. I'll be playing with Supreme Athletics 40s. Okay. So here's third base. So once again, a good turn, you're touching that inside corner, and let's start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23 steps. How often has there been that close play? And I even kind of went out a little bit. I didn't come quite as tight, but still, I came tighter than normal. And it was 23. And this is how big my steps were. So you're looking at close to 5 feet. Okay, 5 feet is a big difference. If I'm here, and if you've seen guys get thrown out, and I'm this far on my 23rd step, going out there, that's a big difference. And me taking 25 is still pretty good because there are times guys will take an angle and then straighten out there. I just took it as a straight line 25. I wouldn't doubt if some guys are doing 27 or 28, going as far out and then cutting that straight line. Proper base running helps you win ball games. Work on that stuff. Base hit doubles. You come out as hard as you can, straight up the line. Give yourself a light turn. Work the inside corners. First and third. Always remember, hustle wins games. Running bases is a big part of softball. You know how to run games correctly, run the bases correctly. I'll guarantee you, I'm not saying you're going to win every tournament, but I guarantee you those lopsided, those wins where you're losing by 1, 2, or 3, or a guy just happened to get out at a certain place, half the time it's lack of hustle. Or on contact, it's 3, 4, 5 steps, then get going. You should be going hard on contact. You should be going hard when you make contact here, where a lot of people like to jog. And that's why a lot of times you see guys jog, then they go a little hard, someone bobbles it, and then they stop. And a guy who knows the game, a guy like myself and other people that I play with, oh, you didn't hustle, you gotta hustle, and blah, blah, so on and so forth. Hustle wins games. Always know that. Taking inches, it's a game of inches. What does that mean? How often have you barely got thrown out at first base because your foot's just above the base? Game of inches. How about sliding at second base and they just slide, get you tagged out? Game of inches. You want to take as many inches as possible because there's things you can control in this game and there's things you can't control. And being successful in a game, a team sport like softball, is controlling what you can control. You can control how hard your players run. You can control base running. Can't control their throws. But making them play quick catch because they don't know if you're going to go hard or not is different. Here's another one I love to do. You know when you have that guy at the arm and he likes to loft it high? There's times I've been in tournaments, 40s, and even men's that I know that hot dog and I'm anticipating and I take off and run in their face. No better satisfaction as well as pumping up your team than running in somebody's face. Proper mechanics. Here's another way. You should be more inclined to take bases when a guy's going to the gap and he has to throw it off balance, especially in the outfield. If the ball's hit hard at the guy, obviously I get it. But you should be thinking about more than taking an extra base when that outfielder is going to an angle either side of the angle. because you're challenging. You know, some guy, oh, he's got a good arm. Yeah, have I been thrown on the bases? Yeah, it's been a handful of times, but I would tell you my success rate running on anybody, and I don't care who they are, has been above 90%. And that's because I make them play quick catch. Because not everybody's gonna make a perfect throw. I've seen guys with good arm throw it out in the outfield, go crazy. Make them play quick catch. Once again, I hope you learned a little bit. Please message me. Go to my Facebook if you have any more questions. I'm gonna be doing a lot of little strategic things to help you in 2025 to maybe get a little bit more W's. But as I'm saying, hustle wins games. Remember that. I had that as a shirt on my baseball team that I coach. Hustle wins games. Make them play quick catch. Game of inches. Take inches from them lazy guys. Because when you're doing those little things that you control, you're gonna get a lot more W's. Time for some BP. 150 swings a week. Keep doing it. All right, take care.